live coming through? We're live. Okie dokie, fantastic. First in, best dressed. I better share that around on socials. But last minute, jumping on live to see if we can finally break out of this big tightening triangle or pennant, whatever you want to call it or draw it. We know that there's a big expansion coming, and I think the majority of you want that to be in the up direction. So that's what we're looking at roughly. And look, Bitcoin tends to go through these periods of when it hasn't done a lot. It tends to punish almost every level that would normally be, provide resistance or whatnot. So when it gets in this angry mood, you can see some of those $1,000, 1 minute candles, $5,000 in 5 minutes. All that is on the cards. So I'm just going to head over to my channel to see if, okay, awesome. Only 6 thumbs up from over 100 watching. That's not good enough, guys, in a bull market. Other coins that have been performing well. Let's have a little scroll down the list. Once again, that shitcoin index, it just does not stop powering higher. We've got a big juicy red sell coming up now. But this has been the story really of the bull market, hasn't it? 800 in November to over 8,000, over 9,000. What else have we seen today? I guess in general this week we've seen a lot of BS around Bitcoin. We saw some of those articles talking about how it's controlled by China and these conspiracies and how it's causing global warming. So a lot of you will remember that prediction I made at the start of the year in our predictions, our look ahead video. And I said that Bitcoin's going to grow so much and become so powerful and important. They're going to see it as such a threat. They can't do anything about it. So they're going to have to clutch at straws. And one of the things I predicted is that there's only really a couple of angles they can do, terrorism, money laundering, and climate change. And that's the one, literally, we had the headline the other day. It was in the Australian Financial Review. I think it was paid for by maybe a Chinese company that have got a proof of stake clean energy angle coin that, there's always an agenda in those articles. But, they're losing the fight against Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is the honey badger. So every time they put out an article like that, the journo that writes it goes along with it. He doesn't really understand Bitcoin anyway. For all he knows, maybe it's true. He doesn't care. But what it does is there's all the people that know and love Bitcoin. They come to its defense, and then there's all the people that are kind of on the fence. They don't really know, and they read up about it, and they go, I didn't know Bitcoin was 70% renewable. There's the old mainstream media, creating BS and FUD. And so that's just an example right there of Bitcoin being the honey badger. What doesn't kill it makes it stronger, and you can't kill it. So it's just always getting stronger. The banks tried this with, back in 2014, 2015, they had this slogan that blockchain, not Bitcoin, and all the banks were going to be using blockchains. And how's that played out for them? Visa's just announced they're using Ethereum and stablecoins for settlements, and Visa, and they just got to join you eventually. If you can't beat them, join them, and that is starting to happen of late. Bitcoin, little 1 minute chart, little special for you. Hopefully this is looking good so far, just to form a little bull flag and then really test that next level up. I got the top tier you can get for TradingView this year, guys. So those of you that are crazy bots and algos, you can spend all day, waste all day looking at the 1 second chart. if you really want to. But hey, if you've ever wondered, at the moment we've just bounced into the 61.8% of the whole. Where are we from? Is it the whole swing high? Just this local one here. It might even be. Is it 61.8 of that as well? Not quite, but yeah, it's only really this level here, and then breaking out. Not a lot of resistance above there daily. This, what are we there? 59-ish, and then blue skies. I think that's around 59 as well. So yeah, let's get above 59,000. Get a nice breakout out of here, and all this momentum. This is what we're talking about when we have sideways action and consolidation. What do we always say? It's good for altcoins. It's allowed ETH to finally make a new high, and it's also coiling up at the moment. But just all these alts have been having a field day, and particularly, the strong narratives. Engines joined the 100x return club today, so lots of you guys, members, will remember back when it was 2 cents, 1 cent, 4 cents. Not that long ago when we were accumulating Engine, and plenty of you hopefully have got a 100x return on that one. Nearly $4 now. What else? Matic. I really like Matic. I want to get them on the show. They've pivoted from what they were initially doing, which is kind of like a proof of stake and plasma combination to scale. I think they want to be like a jack of all trades. They'll help anyone scale. And so they might end up working with, Raiden. Theta's been on fire lately. Just awesome to see, isn't it? All these projects that we've covered, got to know and love, even oldies are pumping. So yeah, this always happens, guys. This is part of the cycle. And what normally happens next is money rotates out of all those altcoins, shitcoins, whatever you want to call them, and back into Bitcoin. And it kind of sucks in the retail public. They think, you buy alts. And a lot of people have been telling me that their friends come to them at the moment with 100% altcoin portfolio. Or a lot of the time they'll have 90% in one random coin. And they're going to find out the hard way when that goes down 90%. But the whales just play people like a fiddle every time. And you just see it all of a sudden, all that money comes out of the alts back into Bitcoin. All those altcoin, Bitcoin paired charts, they all have that big plunge, and Bitcoin goes, power higher after being range bound sort of thing. So this is total 2. This is all coins market cap except Bitcoin. Is there a total 3 these days without Ethereum as well? I'm sure there would be, but anyway, total market cap is not quite at all-time highs, nearly 2 trillion. That's going to capture the headlines as well. ETH starting to pull back a little bit now, which means Bitcoin might be as well. As long as there's not too big a volume on this bull flag, it still gives us a chance. But we're overstretched on, the RSI and the momentum indicators and all that. Other than that, guys, what have people been saying? Have you planned for taking profits? We discussed a lot of different topics in that member chat the other night. Great questions. Jump in and wait for a breakout. That's up to you. Some people like to wait for the breakout and the retest and then jump in. Others like to buy the bottom of the bull flag and then have their stop down here somewhere. Bull flags and wedges are the easiest patterns to play in bull markets. Ate your call for a correction, make up your mind. Well, this has been sideways for weeks now and cooling off after we had a parabola. So the heat's come out of the market. That's what we wanted to see. And in terms of DeFi and those kind of coins, yeah, I mean that's a pretty big and long correction that they had as well. If you were taking profits, you're happy and got to re-enter. But there's never the wrong thing to do if you've made those life-changing amounts of money. And definitely my message was to hold on, like literally telling people to hold on to, you know, the ones that people kept asking about. Oh, you're still bullish on Raiden? Yes, I am. And then look what happens. Bang. Red Fox. Oh, Red Fox is lagging. A lot of people sold it because it was going sideways. Next thing you know, it's jumped. Whatever it's done, even this year alone, it's probably done close to 100x now, and it had already done 100x. Like, it's just insane returns. BNB 430. People starting to think that this is the next Ethereum because of Binance Smart Chain. ADA's having a good run as well. All those contract platforms, are they going to capture market share off ETH? That's sort of the narrative there. I really like that all the Web3 stuff has started to get a bit of attention. So, Golem, have they renamed their token or changed the symbol or something? 4 hour daily, Golem, 10 cents to 70 cents in... Oh, this is a horrible chart, isn't it? Anyway, all those Web3 decentralized web tokens have just been performing so well lately. Golem Network token, maybe this is what their new one is. Yes, they have changed their ticker. I'll have a quick look at the questions and whatnot. Where do I think gold's at? That's a great question. So look at GDX to start off with. And this is like beautiful TA. I know Kyle's been covering this one a lot as well. So Kyle does proper TA reports as well, guys, in the Collective Shift platform these days, in resources or research reports, maybe. You've got Checkmatey from Decred. He's been helping us with the Glassnode reports. Kyle's been doing TA reports. I'm going to do an official run over all this so you guys can check it out properly, and I'll give you one of all our best stuff for free, those of you that aren't already subscribed. But, Nathan, who's our mate over in Silicon Valley, San Francisco, he was a fund manager doing valuations and stuff, and now he's doing our valuation reports, and we hired him full time. So yeah, that's the sort of things that we are getting into in our research to really try and become more professional, I guess. Back to the question. So yeah, DXY, US dollar, that looks like it's topped after that little run, which means it could be heading a lot lower, which opens up the door for gold and silver to finally break out of their corrections. And a lot of people are kind of favouring silver. It seems like it's had a renewed interest after... remember when it really lagged and everyone was saying it was dead and because of crypto and whatnot? And then, what do I say always drives markets? It's sentiment and narratives, and you've got this renewable energy or just infrastructure boom. We're going to spend all this money, and so, you're going to use silver in electronic panels, and silver's naturally antibacterial and antiviral. So if whatever reasons, hospitals and we have more epidemics or whatever, silver coated not only instruments but door handles and those safety rails, all that kind of thing, you might see silver being used everywhere. So yeah, it's all swings and roundabouts, isn't it? When everyone's hating on something, it tends to be the best time to buy, but that can take years to play out in the commodity space. Bullish on uranium? Yep, I am. Go back and rewatch that uranium video we did. You were calling a bear market the other week. No, I've never called a bear market, guys. Come on. You give me a hard time for being a perma bull, and now you're telling me I was calling for a bear market. Mana and Engine, blue chips of gaming. Yeah. NKN, decentralized internet, launching this week. Cool. Well, if it's in that decentralized web, I think it has a good chance to do well. Where can you buy a Nuggets jacket? I'm not sure if we've got merch on the website or not. GT, ask GT. Oh, here we go. Here's the fake Nugget profile. I'll bring this up and show you guys this actually. So hopefully by now most of you know that in the comments anyone can create a profile like this on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. So we actually YouTubers get to ban all the keywords, and so you can ban like words like WhatsApp and send Bitcoin, and so these guys have to get so creative with trying to even post something that doesn't get banned. So should we put him in timeout? We definitely should make him a moderator. So we might hide user on this channel, remove report. Anyway, that'll all do for now. I'll leave them up on the screen. Why not? So you guys can see what I'm reading. The cheek of the Nugget scammer accounts. Spot on. Yeah, good point, Josh. So the Fed removed their M1 and M2 monetary data charts, the ones that have gone parabolic since they've started printing all this money. So I don't know, it's just so frustrating and funny how they do little things like that. Who was the guy that I was talking about today? Michael, is it Barry from The Big Short? He was really talking open, honestly about all these big problems. Next minute, he gets a knock on the door from the SEC. They take down his Twitter account. I don't know. It really gets to me when stuff like that is happening. We need a dip before a boom. Yeah, well, that's why I think Bitcoin does have kind of the better chance to have a run now because it has been going so far. Yeah, I mean, look, I think it's tough for some of you guys that jump on here and say, you said this on YouTube and whatnot. If you're going to hang me for what I've said, you've got to listen to everything I say and, join our members area where you get the updates, because I've been really clear about in the last bull market, there were not enough people being cautious and telling people to take profit and be cautious when things go parabolic. I've never told everyone to sell everything, and I told people, not Bitcoin and Ethereum, and hold the coins that haven't run well. So, look, all that advice together, if you sort of built your picture around all that, there's no way you could have not made an enormous amount of money over the past few years. So, and I'm never going to be right 100% of the time. I might wrap it up, guys. I hope you've all had a good little Easter break. I had a great break. Got to spend a lot of time thinking about a little problem I see in the space, and I shared it with members last night, a kind of idea I've got for a protocol. It's boring, it's simple. You'll hear more about it, I guess, in future and whatnot. But now comes trying to find the right people to build it and whatnot. So look, all that is going to be, I think, pretty exciting. And you're going to hear, well, look, there's that many projects coming out at the moment still, isn't there? So yeah, I won't say too much about that. I want it not to be a Nuggets news thing or an NCC crypto community thing, or even, it's not my thing either. It's the best protocols are the ones that are decentralized and governed, all the way through to Bitcoin. It's just unstoppable because it's decentralized. So look, all projects, I guess, start with an idea, even Satoshi, and you go from there. But the problem and the concept, and some of you know what I'm talking about, is that so much of the DeFi space and the crypto space is built on decentralization, and people are starting to say, well, Ethereum has an edge over these other chains because it is, more decentralized. And yet a lot of the foundation of all these apps and projects and whatever isn't decentralized. And so there's a big opportunity there. That opportunity is going to extend to other projects. The first time we see internet, websites really get shut down, maybe in other countries, then think about all the projects that are building a decentralized internet. Or did Tesla and Elon already have their, what's it called, the Star Alliance, or whatever it is, their sort of internet that they're hoping to have global coverage? All those sort of things become really important. But then people say, well, regulators are going to rock up on Elon's door and Tesla's door. And so that's why you've got to go that step further and have a purely decentralized way to run all the nodes and the satellites. And that's what Nexus were trying to build. Not Nexus Mutual, Nexus. They were trying to build that. These days, there's a few others that are doing something similar. And then you've got your virtual private networks, so VPNs for privacy. You've got the people that are allowing you to share your data, file storage, computation. So you see how every single layer of the hardware, software, internet, protocols, apps, if it's all decentralized, it's all unstoppable. And this is how it all is really important, big picture, and clips together. That's probably not a bad place to leave it. I hope you guys have enjoyed that one. I know I've been cutting back on the videos, and I probably will be doing less YouTubes from now on, because we've just got so much going on behind the scenes, and we've got 4 or 5 content creators, guys. We might even put some of their content and get them to do a video once a day, or once a week on YouTube as well, so you guys can get to know, because these guys are geniuses as well. They're not fill-ins. These guys are geniuses that we have working for us on all our research. So I hope you're all having a good Friday night. I'll see you on Sunday. The weekly members update, nothing's happened, guys. I had 3 weddings in a row and then Easter. So that was the only reason I hadn't been doing those. Other than that, yeah, take care. Have we got any comments still rolling in? Cool. See you later, guys.